So this equation we have a cos squared. So often when you have something squared, you're going to have to try and decide, should I make one side equal to 0 and factor, or is it possible in this equation to get cos by itself and then square root both sides? Okay, in this one we just have cos squared. So it is possible to get cos squared by itself. And then I could get cos by itself by square rooting both sides. Now when I square root cos squared, I'm going to get just cos x. And when I square root the other side, I'll have square root of 1 over square root of 2. And square root of 1 is 1. And at this point, if I would keep going, I'd lose a full mark on this question. What did I miss? The plus or minus. Whenever you square root both sides, so if you square root this side and square root this side, you're going to need to make sure that you add a plus or minus. The other thing that's important in this question is to recognize that even though we don't have it written this way on our pie plate, 1 over root 2 is on our pie plate because 1 over root 2, when you rationalize the denominator, is equal to root 2 over 2. So what family is that? The pi over 4 family. Or, because we're dealing in degrees, 45 degrees. And since it's plus or minus, you'd be looking in all 4 quadrants. So you'd have 45 degrees, 135 degrees, 225 degrees, and 315 degrees. And just like before, we solve first between 0 and 360. I check, and finally that's exactly what they asked for, so I don't have to make any additional changes to my answer. Okay? From your homework on this one, I'm going to get you to do 5 and 11. For number 5, I want you to change the domain so that it is between 0 and 2 pi, so you don't have to do another. I just want you to solve it between 0 and 2 pi. I think it might ask you to verify or something like that. But just change it to solve between 0 and 2 pi to get practice with that instead.